Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into a topic inspired by the teachings of the renowned Dr. Miles Monroe, a man who dedicated his life to unlocking the potential within every human being. He often spoke about the power of love, respect, and purpose, and how these principles are fundamental to building strong relationships. We'll be discussing 10 things that can make a man look unattractive from a woman's perspective. Now, before we begin, remember that true beauty goes far beyond the physical. It's about character, integrity, and the way we treat ourselves and others. This video isn't about pointing fingers or making anyone feel inadequate. Instead, it's about encouraging self-reflection and growth. As Dr. Monroe believed, we all have the potential to become the best versions of ourselves, and that journey starts with understanding where we can improve. The first point, and perhaps the most fundamental, is poor hygiene. Now, this may seem obvious, but it's amazing how often it's overlooked. When we talk about hygiene, we're talking about basic cleanliness, showering regularly, keeping your hair and beard trimmed and neat, wearing clean clothes. These are not merely superficial rituals, they are acts of self-respect. Think about it, when you take the time to present yourself well, you are essentially saying, I value myself. And that self-respect naturally extends to those around you. It says, I respect you enough to show up as my best self. On the other hand, neglecting your hygiene can send the message that you don't care about yourself or the impression you make on others. It can be perceived as a lack of consideration and even disrespect. Remember, attraction is not just about physical appearance, it's about the energy we emit. When you take care of yourself, you exude an aura of confidence and self-assuredness that is incredibly attractive. Dr. Monroe often emphasized the importance of purpose. He believed that each of us is born with unique gifts and talents, and it is our responsibility to discover and develop them. This sense of purpose translates into ambition, a drive to achieve something meaningful in life. Women are naturally drawn to men who possess this fire in their belly, this passion for pursuing their dreams. It speaks to their strength, their determination, their ability to create a future. A man with ambition is not content with mediocrity. He strives for excellence in all areas of his life. This doesn't mean he needs to be a workaholic. It simply means he has a clear vision for his future and is actively working towards it. This drive is contagious. It inspires those around him to raise their own standards and pursue their own passions. A man without ambition, however, can appear stagnant, uninspired, and lacking direction. Respect is the cornerstone of any healthy relationship, romantic or otherwise. Dr. Monroe often spoke about the importance of treating everyone with dignity and honor, regardless of their background, beliefs, or station in life. Disrespect can manifest in many ways: belittling someone's opinions, interrupting them when they're speaking, making demeaning jokes at their expense, or dismissing their feelings. These actions chip away at the very foundation of a relationship, creating an environment of negativity and resentment. Women are particularly attuned to disrespect, as they have often been on the receiving end of it throughout history. They are looking for a partner who will value their thoughts, listen to their concerns, and treat them as equals. A man who demonstrates genuine respect for women, not just in his words but also in his actions, is a man who understands the true meaning of partnership. Chapter 4. Poor communication. Building walls, not bridges. Communication is the lifeblood of any relationship. It's the bridge that connects two hearts, allowing them to share their thoughts, feelings, and dreams. When communication breaks down, relationships crumble. Poor communication can take many forms: failing to listen attentively, avoiding difficult conversations, expressing yourself unclearly, or resorting to anger and aggression. These behaviors create barriers between partners, leading to misunderstandings, resentment, and ultimately, distance. Women are highly attuned to emotional cues and nonverbal communication. They are looking for a partner who can not only express himself clearly but also listen with empathy and understanding. A man who communicates effectively is a man who is in touch with his own emotions and is able to articulate them in a healthy way. He is not afraid to be vulnerable, to share his fears and insecurities, knowing that true intimacy is built on a foundation of trust and open communication. Chapter 5. Negativity, the joy stealer. Life is full of challenges, and it's easy to get bogged down by negativity. However, allowing negativity to permeate our thoughts and actions can have a toxic effect on ourselves and those around us. Dr. Monroe often spoke about the power of choosing joy. even in the midst of adversity. He believed that our attitude determines our altitude in life. A man who constantly complains, criticizes, and focuses on the negative drains the energy from a room. He creates an atmosphere of pessimism and despair, making it difficult for those around him to maintain a positive outlook. Women are drawn to men who radiate positivity and optimism. They want a partner who can lift them up, inspire them, and help them see the good in every situation. Chapter 6. Lack of confidence, the silent killer of attraction. Confidence is incredibly attractive. It's not about arrogance or bravado. It's about a quiet inner strength, a belief in oneself and one's abilities. A confident man walks into a room with his head held high, not because he needs to prove anything to anyone, but because he knows his own worth. This inner confidence translates into every aspect of his life. He's not afraid to take risks, to pursue his passions, to stand up for what he believes in. He embraces challenges as opportunities for growth and learns from his mistakes. A lack of confidence, on the other hand, can be a major turnoff. It often manifests as insecurity, self-doubt, and a need for constant validation. This insecurity can lead to possessiveness, jealousy, and controlling behavior, all of which are detrimental to a healthy relationship. Chapter 7. Love is not selfish, it is inherently giving and selfless. Dr. Monroe often spoke about the importance of putting the needs of others before our own, of seeking to serve rather than be served. Selfishness, on the other hand, is all about me, myself, and I. It's a lack of consideration for the needs and feelings of others. A selfish man is constantly seeking his own pleasure and gratification, often at the expense of those around him. He may be inconsiderate of his partner's time, dismissive of their feelings, or unwilling to compromise. This self-centeredness creates an imbalance in the relationship, leaving the other person feeling unimportant and unvalued. Women are naturally nurturing and giving, and they are looking for a partner who shares these qualities. Chapter 8. Poor grooming. When you don't care, it shows. While true beauty goes beyond the physical, taking pride in one's appearance is a sign of self-respect and consideration for others. Grooming is not about conforming to societal standards of beauty. It's about presenting your best self to the world. This doesn't mean you need to spend hours in front of the mirror or obsess over every detail. It's about the basics: showering regularly, keeping your hair and beard trimmed and neat, wearing clothes that fit well and are appropriate for the occasion. Think of it this way: your appearance is the first impression you make on the world. It's a reflection of how you see yourself and how you want others to perceive you. When you put effort into your grooming, it shows that you care about yourself and the impression you make on others. Chapter 9. Dishonesty, the trust breaker. Trust is the foundation of any strong relationship. It's the glue that holds everything together, allowing us to be vulnerable and open with one another. When trust is broken, it can be incredibly difficult, if not impossible, to repair. Dishonesty, even in small things, can chip away at the foundation of trust. It creates an environment of suspicion and doubt, making it difficult to feel secure in the relationship. Women are particularly attuned to dishonesty, as they have often been the victims of deception and manipulation throughout history. They are looking for a partner who is trustworthy, reliable, and true to his word. A man who is honest and upfront, even when it's difficult, demonstrates integrity and a commitment to the relationship. Chapter 10. Laziness, a turnoff for the ambitious heart. Life is about growth, about constantly striving to become the best versions of ourselves. This requires effort, discipline, and a willingness to step outside our comfort zones. Laziness, on the other hand, is about stagnation. It's about choosing comfort over growth, settling for mediocrity instead of striving for excellence. A lazy man lacks the drive and ambition to create a fulfilling life for himself and his partner. He may be content with a dead-end job, unwilling to contribute to household chores, or resistant to personal growth. This lack of initiative can be incredibly frustrating for a partner who is ambitious and driven. Women are drawn to men who are proactive, who take initiative, and who are constantly seeking ways to improve themselves and their lives. Outro: becoming the best version of yourself. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content inspired by the wisdom of great minds like Dr. Myles Munroe. Remember, these insights are not meant to discourage you, but to empower you. We all have areas where we can grow and improve. The key is to approach personal development with a spirit of humility and a desire to become the best versions of ourselves. As Dr. Monroe taught us, true transformation begins with self-awareness and a commitment to living a life of purpose, integrity, and love.